Hi everyone, welcome to US Immigration Hub channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to file the new version of Form I-131 for a refugee travel document. I-131 is application for travel documents, parole documents, and arrival departure record. And this video is going to be typically for a refugee travel document. I already have a re-entry permit and advanced parole, and I have a lot of people ask me to do a refugee travel document, so I have time today, and I'm doing it now. So if you are new to this channel, my name is Sliman, and I make videos for a family-based immigration to simplify the immigration process and give you a confidence to go through your immigration journey by yourself. First of all, I am not an immigration attorney. I'm here to help you based on the information you have from the USCIS website and also based on the instruction that comes with the Form I-131. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and give us a big like so YouTube can share the video with more people. So if you're ready, let's get started. As I mentioned, this is a new version. If you want to see the version, it's right here. The edition is June the 17th, 2024. That's a new version. Do not file the old version. And this version will expire on the June the 30th, 2027. For this part right here, it's for USCIS use only. Do not touch it. And this part right here is for attorney if you use one. For us, we're gonna start here where it says start here. Type or print in black ink. You can type it when you print it, and if you miss something, you can add it. But my advice, never correct anything that's been already typed. Now, let's talk about the part one, which is application type. As I mentioned, for this video, is going to be a refugee travel document. It's going to be number 2 or 3. I'm going to do 2 for learning purposes. I now hold a refugee or asylum status in the United States, and I am applying for a refugee travel document. And the same one is this one right here, just is allow for permanent, allow for permanent residence as a direct result of refugee or asylum status, and I'm applying for a refugee travel document. So it's gonna be for a refugee travel document. Now we're gonna go straight to question. We're gonna go straight to question 13, I think. If you select one, yeah, a refugee status. Number 13, do you hold a status as a refugee? Were you paroled as a refugee? Or are you allowed for permanent residence as a result or direct result of being a refugee? In my case, is yes. Now, let's go to part 2, which is information about you. Your full name is a family name first, it's Baker. Given name is Liman. Middle name is Inay. Other names used, family name, given name, middle name, all of my NA. I never use any other names. Current mailing address or safe address. In care of name, it's Baker Sliman. Street number and name, 100 Robert Run. City or town, Indianapolis. State, Indiana, zip code 46254. And the country is USA. Now let's go to other information. Alien registration number. Show it to you. If you have a green card, you get it from here, USCIS A number. And if you have A797C, you can get it from here as well, USCIS alien number. So you copy it right here. Country of birth is Syria. Country of citizenship or nationality is Syria. Date of birth is January the 1st, 1990. US Social Security number 1111 for learning purposes. USCIS online account number. If you have it, add it right here. I'm going to show you an example right here. If you have a USCIS online account, your receipt number always starts with I or a number. If you don't have it, this is USCIS online account right here, by the way. If you don't have it, just leave it blank. If you have it, blank. If you don't have it, just enter it right here. If you are physically present in the United States and you are seeking a temporary protected status, travel authorization document, advanced parole, or renewed period of parole, reparole, or parole in place, Part 1, item number 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, or 11, complete the following. So it does not apply for us. So we're going to go straight. Information about them does not apply for us as well. So we're going to go to Part 3. biographic information of the person who will receive the travel documents, parole documents, or arrival departure record. Ethnicity, not Hispanic or Latino. Race, it's white. Height is 5'2". Weight is 170 pounds. Eye color is black. Hair color is black. Part 4, it's processing information. Has the person who will receive the travel document, parole document, or arrival departure record, if approved, been in any exclusion, deportation, removal, or recession proceedings? In my case, is no. Have you ever been issued a re-entry permit or refugee travel document? If you answered yes, provide the information to B22C. Here it should be no as well. I forgot right here. And Adobe does not let me add it right here. This one should be no right here. If yes, you're gonna answer right here. But this question right here for me, in my case, is gonna be right here is no. So, have you ever been issued an advance parole document? If you answered yes, please provide the information at item number 3 to 3C for document issued to you. In my case, is no. If you are requesting parole from outside the United States, parole in place, or parole from inside the United States, skip to Part 8. Are you requesting a replacement, re-entry permit, refugee travel document, advance parole document, or TPS, travel authorization document? In my case, is no. We're still talking about Part 4, processing information. You're gonna fill this part right here if you answered yes. If you answered no, you can skip to item number 7A. So we're gonna go straight to 7A. So if you are applying for an advanced parole document, skip to Part 7. You must complete the rest of Part 4 if you are requesting a re-entry permit or refugee travel document. It applies for us. So where do you want your re-entry permit or refugee travel document sent? Please note that if you want your re-entry permit or refugee travel document sent to another country, you will need to pick it up at U.S. Embassy or U.S. Consulate or USCIS International Field Office. So in my case, it's 7A. To the U.S. address shown in Part 2, item number 3 of this application. So this one does not apply for us. So since the applicant is inside the United States. Part 5 does not apply for us. It's for re-entry permit. Part 6 apply for us. Complete only if applying for a refugee travel document. Part 1, item number 2 or 3. So country from which you are a refugee or asylum is Syria. If you answer yes to item number 2 to 6C below, use the space provided Part 13 additional information to provide an explanation. Do you plan to travel to the country named above in item number 1? In my case is yes. Now you must give an explanation on Part 13 additional page. Since you were admitted to the United States as a refugee or granted asylum status, have you ever returned to the country named above in item number 1? No. Applied for and or obtained a national passport, passport renewal, or entry permit from the country in item number 1? No. The answer is no. Applied for or received any benefit from the country named in item number 1, for example, health insurance benefit? No. Still talking about Part 6. Since you were admitted to the United States as a refugee granted asylum status in the United States, have you, by any legal procedure or voluntary act, reacquired the nationality of the country named above in item number 1? No. Acquired a new nationality? I forgot about this one. No as well. Right here is no. Being granted a refugee or asylum status in other country? No. Are you filing for a refugee travel document before departing the United States? In my case, is yes. If you answered yes to item number 5, because you are filing for a refugee travel document before departing the United States, you might skip 6A and 6C. So 6A, 6C is not apply for me since I answered yes for this one right here. And this one right here is no. Part 7 does not apply for us, only for complete only if you are applying for advanced parole document. Part 8 does not apply for us. Part 9 does not apply for us. So Part 9, employment authorization for new period, it does not apply for us. Part 10, applicant contact information, certification, and signature. Read the information on the penalties and the travel warning in the form instruction before completing this Part 10. applicant contact information, applicant daytime telephone number, applicant mobile telephone number, and applicant email. The most important part is signature must be signed with a black ink once you print it, and a date of signature. Do not initial or put your full name right here. If you use interpreter, you must file part 11. You need interpreter family name, first name, business name, interpreter's contact information, and interpreter certification and signature. You're gonna use the language you use to interpret this this form. And then the most important part is the signature. It must be signed with a black ink by interpreter and dated. If you use the prepare, the same way. You must give the prepare's full name, prepare's contact information, and prepare's certification and signature. It must be signed with a black ink and date of signature. Now we file this form. Let's go to the filing fee, supporting document, and where to file. Now let's talk about the filing fee of I-131, which is application for travel document, parole document, and arrival departure record. This one, as I mentioned, it was for a refugee travel document. Part 1, item number 2, item number 3, and item number 13 on the form I-131 is 0. If you are a refugee travel document, part 1, item 2, and item number 3 on the form I-131, and you are now hold asylum status in the United States, part 1, item 2, or are unlawful permanent resident as a direct result of asylum status, part 1, item number 3, and you are under 16 of age or 16 of age or older, is 1 for 1, 135, and for 2, 165. So there is two options right here. So if you are in this option, is $0. If you are in this option for 1, if you are under 16, is 125. If you are older than 16, is 165. Now let's go to supporting documents. This is the supporting document for I-131. You need a copy of an official photo identity document, proof of a refugee or asylum status, a statement explaining the reason of a yes response to any question, part 6, and if outside the United States, you must also submit 2 identical color passport style photographs of yourself taken within 30 days. So I'm not going to go through all this. This is just for learning purposes. Just you pick the supporting document that will apply for your case. Now we talked about the supporting document. Let's go to the filing. Where to file? Where to file? It will depend as well. Where the part 1, the item you selected on part 1. So part 1, item 2. I now hold refugee or asylum status in the United States. You use USCIS lockbox filing location chart for certain non-family based form. And if you use part 1, item number 3, which is I am a lawful permanent resident as a direct result of a refugee or asylum status. Let's go to this one first. This is what you send it for this one right here. If you live in this country, you send it to these addresses right here. If you are in this country, if you are in this state right here, you send it to USCIS elegant lockbox, and it depends which service you use. Same thing if you use, in my example, Indiana, I use USCIS Chicago lockbox, and if you use postal service, I'm going to send it to this address. And if you use FedEx, UPS, and DHL, I send it to this address right here. Same way right here, if you live in this state right here, you use USCIS Dallas lockbox. If you use US Postal Service, you send it to this address. If you use these deliveries right here, you send it to this address right here. Now, let's go back to this one right here. Part 1, item number 3. Same way, if you click right here, they're going to tell you where to send it. Same way right here, if you live in this state right here, you send it to these addresses right here. USCIS Phoenix lockbox. And if you use this state right here, you use USCIS Elgin lockbox. And if you live in this state right here, you use Chicago lockbox. And if you use this, if you live in this state right here, you send it to USCIS Dallas lockbox. Now let's go thanks to the last one, which is part 1, item number 3. You send it to US Postal Service, USPS, FedEx, DHL, and UPS deliveries. So USCIS Refugee and International Operation, you send it to this address right here. So this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Thank you, and see you next video.